The goal for today is to be as productive as possible. The first thing I always do when I wake up is my bed. You always gotta make your bed. Second thing that I do in the morning to get my day started is make my breakfast. Cause you know, I'm always hungry, so why not start eating in the morning? You guys know Benihana, right? Like the Japanese restaurant where they like cook in front of you and they do all these tricks. Well, I was so inspired by their concept that I decided to learn how to do the tricks myself. Honestly, it's pretty easy. I know this knife is covered for safety reasons, but look, I'm just casually flipping a knife. All right, back to cooking. Throughout this quarantine, I am pretty sure that we have all been experiencing some form of QLS, or quarantine laziness syndrome. As the name implies, QLS is pretty much when you say "F it" and you forget about all your responsibilities that you had prior to this quarantine. You become really lazy and just don't even worry about it. The reason QLS is happening and affecting people all over the world is because our brain was used to such a fixed routine. We would wake up at a certain time, go to school, go to work at a certain time. You know how there's a saying that goes, there's a time and place for everything? The place where we would carry out schoolwork was on campus. So when we try to do the things that we would usually do on campus here in our houses, it's just really hard to get used to, if not nearly impossible. Our brain is really good at detecting changes in our environment, so when it starts realizing that we're doing classes in a place that's like not an actual classroom, it doesn't take it as seriously. So do I still go to my online classes? Yes, my professors are like trying really hard to make it like the best they can. Like even for them, it's really hard. But do I feel like I'm really learning the information and can I apply it to the real world? Not really. I'm straight up just memorizing everything really last minute and then just doing really good on the exams because I have all this time to study and memorize, but I don't actually like know the information. The problem with leaving everything last minute is that it ends up piling up and right before you know it, it's due the next day. The reason I want to, actually no. The reason I have to make today productive is because I have all these piled up assignments that I have to get done. The first assignment I need to take care of is this project for my exercise programming class where we pretty much have to create a workout plan for somebody. This project is gonna take up most of my morning, but it's due like in 4 hours, so I need to get to it and just get it done. After an hour or two, I finished and I was able to submit my assignment on time. In order to keep the day productive, I'm gonna go head downstairs to grab something really quick. Caught my stepbrother FaceTiming his girl. He is so whipped. He like literally FaceTimes her 24/7 during this quarantine.
Yo.
Bro, you're FaceTiming your girl?
No, I was studying actually.
It's not true, you're FaceTiming her. It's alright.
100% was studying.
Anyways, I decided to come down here. By the way, doesn't this room look like, you guys know Harry Potter, that little room that Harry Potter has in like the first movie? This room though is our little storage room. In Miami, like we don't have basements, so I guess you can call this our like storage basement, but it's also where we have our vacuum. Either this thing is really difficult to carry or I am just being really weak. But after days and days, which in quarantine time it feels like months, I have been procrastinating about vacuuming my room. So you know what, today it's time to be productive and vacuum my room. I'm like the biggest clean freak that I know, and even having like really small stuff like the Xbox or even like the Xbox box itself on the floor stresses me the f out. So you know what, I can't even do this anymore. This shit is stressing me out, bro. It's been in my room for like legit a month and I've done nothing about it. Let me just put it out here. Disposal. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't get that crazy, but I do like having a clean room. know that some people don't like to clean their room or vacuum, but trust me, even for me, vacuuming makes like a huge difference. Yo, my dad has hooked up the lunch today.
Eso es tight, porque el arroz y frijoles es una mierda. La comida cubana me tiene hasta aquí ya. No quiero ni arroz, ni frijoles, ni yuca, ni plátano, ni concha.
To sum it up, my dad is fed up with eating Cuban food every day. We ordered takeout from our favorite Thai restaurant, and since we can't be there in person, we have decided to make it as realistic as possible. And my dad's like, he's bumping with the Thai music right now. All right, enough talking, more eating. Yo, I just ate so much, like a lot. I don't really think I've gained weight during the quarantine, but definitely the six-pack is no longer there. So I don't know, maybe the dad bod is a look for 2020. All right, let me stop being really lazy because I actually have like a bunch of stuff that I need to take care of. So one of my classes is completely self-paced, and what that means is that my professor has like all the lectures up, all the assignments, all the tests, he has them up on the website. Now this sounds really good because it's really flexible. You can like, you know, go to class whenever you want, like watch the lectures whenever you're free. The only downside though is that this gives you so much room for procrastination and to just be like, oh, you know what, like I'll study this later, like it's up there anyways. So my goal for today is to go over at least like 3 or 4 lectures, and then maybe tomorrow I could like do one of the tests. Hopefully it's not that hard and not that much because I have a lot to go. So after like 3 hours of pure studying, I've decided to come outside. I don't know about you guys, but I really hate the fact that the gyms are closed. It's super hard to work out in my house with what I have. Like, yeah, sure, it's good enough, like really short term, but eventually like you just run out of exercises. I was doing Insanity, but like I started running again and I just hated it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing that ever again. I kind of have this workout plan like written down on my phone somewhere. Right here. I've never done it before. I got this straight from YouTube, and some exercises I can't even do because they're like, oh yeah, like this is a home workout that anybody could do. But then it's like, bro, my table can't like hold my body weight because like if not, it's gonna break. But whatever, it's a really nice day out. Like, let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it with this camera, but from all the way up there, wait, let's make it get, there we go. That right there is the moon. We got a better focus of it right now. You know what the issue is with bodyweight workouts at home with like no equipment? Legit, the routines are like you're doing push-ups like if you're like in PE in 4th grade, and then all of a sudden you have to like be a USA gymnast and do this insane move with your body. But legit, I'm still not done with like schoolwork, so I'm gonna go shower really quick and then I'm gonna keep being productive. As you guys can see, shower is complete. All right, time to sit down again for hours and go over all my notes. 2 minutes of me going into my notes, I realized that I'm like starving, so I'm gonna go eat instead. In tonight's episode of Cooking with Danny, we are gonna be making a sandwich. The first thing you want to do is grab your bread of choosing and put it in the little toaster thingy. Grab some ham and some cheese. I actually like heating up my ham in the skillet before I put it in the sandwich. So what I am doing is simply placing the ham on the skillet. While the ham is cooking, you can go ahead and grab the bread. Once the ham looks cooked, you just start placing it on the sandwich and start the stacking process. Here is the final product, and of course, what is one of my meals without one of my famous salads that is mainly filled with croutons. On a scale of 1 through 10, this sandwich is 11. Stomach is full. I have some water here in a red Solo cup because all the glass cups are dirty. It's just time to crank out the last study session of the night. After staring at the computer for hours and catching up on work, I am exhausted and I'm going to bed. Even though it is like 2:50 a.m., I'm really happy how the day turned out. I was really productive. I have a couple more finals to go and I'm like done with my junior year of college, which is crazy to think. 1 year left of college. But guys, if you enjoyed this vlog, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my weekly uploads. I know I'm like speaking really low because my parents are like sleeping next door. But yeah, I'm about to knock out, but always remember to stay hydrated. Ugh.